Hey, church. I'm going to make sure I'm looking at the right camera. We're starting a new little program. So trying to save some monthly expenses. So we're trying a new platform. If you're watching this on a Roku or a Apple TV app, that's probably going to end. We'll give you plenty of notice. We'll give you a couple of weeks notice anyway. If this test works out and we can get rid of it, then that's what we're going to do. But you can always watch it on YouTube. We are Beach Baptist space FMB. So Beach Baptist, all one word, space FMB on YouTube. And then you can go and subscribe there and get notifications when we're live. And you can watch that on your smart TVs. The only thing you can't do on smart TV is leave comments, of course. You already know that. But this new platform allows you to leave comments, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube on your computer. John Heim just popped up. I know you're watching on Facebook, so see there. That worked really good. So I can watch your comments in real time now. Yeah, if we're doing it or if we're watching it, even on a Sunday morning, multiple platform comments. So that's YouTube, Facebook, or Boxcast. Like I said, Boxcast currently. Hello, Miss Donna. How you doing? Letting other folks join. I still don't get noticed as far as how many people are watching based on the different platforms yet. I don't think. We'll see. Yeah, Ron and Jerry, you better be. I hope so. Can't wait to see y'all. But we'll get started. We want to give you just a quick update this Wednesday today. I'm having trouble with my words. We just ended an advisory council meeting, so I've been staring at this computer for a while. So forgive me if I'm flubbering a little bit. I'm going to respond to a couple of questions that we've had regarding our developer meeting when you met your developer last Wednesday. Joanne Provo, Joanne, I hope I'm saying your name right. Sorry. She asked the question about how much property the church will retain and how much the developer would retain. And so at that point, I thought we had sort of spelled that out correctly. But a couple of people have said, no, it was a little ambiguous. So we're going to just be real clear and transparent as far as what property delineation looks like. Yes, we're going to have to sell off a piece of the property to the developer, whatever portion it takes to put in the retail space and condominiums and things like that. So we don't know how big a piece that is. So that's people were talking about the taxable portion of the church and things like that. That all goes away now. And pardon me, it was my misunderstanding as far as how all that would work. I now have pretty good clarity on it. So the church will always retain its piece of the property. It will be responsible for its piece of the property. The workforce housing will be within the church proper. So the church will actually, this is really cool, the church will actually manage the workforce housing apartments for the folks. So we will profit. I hate to say that word in the church, but we will take the income from those units into the church. And all that part is a gift from Donna. Why are you in the hospital? Sorry. That part is a gift from the developer. So it's really cool. And the estimated building, somebody asked how big our building right now is looking at being, and that's roughly 15,000 square feet. And just so you know what kind of number the developer is helping us to achieve, what kind of value he's giving us. If you take that 15,000 and you do a conservative, what does it cost to build per square foot? And right now estimates are like $700 a square foot here on the beach. So that's we thought. That's a $10.5 million building that the developer is building for us, and then will hand us the keys to lock, stock, barrel, finished, furnished, ready to operate. So whenever some people couldn't understand why I was so excited about it, because there were some pieces evidently missing in y'all's minds. So I hope that clears it up. Ron, I know that you probably already knew that. I'm meeting a lot of people who are like, yeah, we kind of knew there had to be something. And I'm like, I just assumed that's how it was. Now we're all smart together. So it is really cool to see it kind of go. We don't know. We still don't have any drawings. We still don't know what the plan is exactly and things like that. That's just sort of the idea of where we're at and what size the buildings are going to be. So hope that clears that up. And I hope that furthers you along. Feel free, still ask questions. I do want to address the asking of questions. Someone came to me and they were like, well, this is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing. And I'm going to preach this and preach this and preach this in a project this big. If you didn't hear it from me or even our developer or an advisory council member, don't believe it. Just don't believe it yet. If you haven't seen it hardcore or heard it out of my mouth, don't take it as truth. There's still stuff going around. I mean, and I know that's going to happen. Just don't get caught up in it. I even had somebody upset yesterday because they had heard something. I'm like, you didn't hear it from me. You didn't hear it here. You didn't hear it anywhere. Just through the grapevine. So, and they were upset because they had heard it. So don't be that way. You got to ask those questions. Steve Roberts, I just keep telling you all the time, he'll come to me every few days and be like, okay, I got a question. I love that conversation because he wants to know. And I wish the rest of you, Ron, you've texted many times and called me like, I got a question. I love that. I want that. I long for that because it shows your involvement. It shows your dedication to want to be a part and to want to know what's going on. So please reach out to me, phone, email, whatever you got to do. How did we know we would lose? I don't like it at all. I heard we will never sell the church. Not for our project. Yeah. So we're never going to sell the church, Donna. Absolutely not. The reason you have to sell off part of it is because somebody has to make money to do this thing. He can't to give you $10.5 million. So that's what we were figuring with the advisory council this afternoon. If he values our building at $10.5 million, and let's just say we keep 1.5 acres, he just valued the acreage for us at $10 million or $7.5 million per acre. That's crazy, because it's only worth $1 million an acre, and we have 3.5. So we are only sitting technically valued at 3.5 million. He's giving us 10 million. You got to see, I'm going to say it, what God has provided. Of course, it's different. I've tried to preach since September 29th. Things are going to look and be different. But we are going to be the church on our property that we own, that we control, that we take care of. So don't let it bother you, Donna. It's going to be awesome. It really is. We're going to be able to do the ministries better because we're not going to have to take care of a building right off the bat because it's going to be done, ready to go. So it should be very little maintenance for the first 10, 15 years. Some, but not crazy. So that's what I want to tell you on that. I wanted to catch you up on that and answer those questions because some of you have it, so I won't. Donnie, you got to write that different. I don't understand what that meant. There. So welcome to Wednesday night midweek. I hope your week has gone well. Our week has gone crazy here. We couldn't even give you a live today. They were so busy under the church. We saw 75 residents come get materials and supply or market stuff and supplies before 12:30. That's a lot. It took Sherry Warren, Mally, Boo Boo, Craig, and Roy Rose. Roy Rose works every day under the church. You got to see her. We'll send a picture of that every day. And that's what it took this morning before 12:30 to handle the amount of people that come. In addition to the amount of the original church going down. Y'all are asking questions too. I'm trying to read. This is fun, but it's hard to keep up. Yeah, it doesn't cost us any money to rebuild this church. This is what's so cool. Our church has always used its land as leverage. Our church has always used its land to pay me. The land paid me. Many of y'all don't know how I get paid. It's because I get to live in a house. The land is the leverage. Mom and Dad got to live on the land, so we had managers for the retreat center. Land leverage. Mally got to be as a staff member and assistant pastor and get paid via land leverage. So we have always used our land to leverage moving forward. It's really any different in my mind. Carol Perry, yes, the original church, this entire property will be leveled and start over. That's just, it's hard for me to understand too, but it's actually easier. It's actually cheaper than piecemealing buildings together. It's easier and cheaper than trying to work around a piece that cost a lot. Kathy, yeah, we think so. Absolutely. There's plans for housing here. Totally. I'm going to wait for the questions because see, I said y'all should ask questions. I'll talk in between, and as you ask a question, I'll jump over and answer it. So, yeah, yes, Kathy, we expect to live here. Expect to have pastor housing. Somebody, you know what? I'm going to be real. I'll be clear on this because everybody keeps asking. Are you going to stay the pastor? I don't plan the future. I don't look into the future. What I committed to was continue working, continue pastoring. Yes. At the end, I don't know. That's 3 years from now. So I can't speak into the future. I'll be 50. That was another question. How old will you be whenever this thing's done? Like, I'll be 50, 55. And the guy that asked me was 74. He was like, retreat center with Airbnb not in use. There is space for retreat center, smaller dormitory style on the church, as well as 30. That's our kind of goal. None of this is concrete, so it's all conceptual still. So don't really pin me down. Around 30 apartments that are the workforce housing that the church will take care of and will have as income. So Airbnb, retreat center with Airbnb not in use. Sorry. No. The apartments could technically be Airbnb if they don't rent as workforce housing, I guess. That's a crazy question, Michelle. Not crazy that you ask it, but crazy cool. I need to dig deep and find out. We'll do that and see. When can we another live showing at the church as you lead a service on site? We are exploring finding a tent. Somebody asked, why don't you just do it out on the ground? The only person that ever asked if we can do church outside without a tent is somebody who's never been here during the day. We have winds. The windstorms are crazy. I wish you could see. We're in the basement of the parsonage. There's a layer of sand that blows through the walls and blew through the wall in the last day and a half. It is crazy. So we can't do, you just can't function outside. The red tide kind of, it's just bad. So we are trying to locate a tent that we can put up that we will stay in through the building process. So we want to do it. We have scheduled for, loved your Airbnb North Star was fine. The Christian Beach Lover is a piggy. Michelle, yeah, we'll get you in here. We'll find you a place to stay. What was I saying? Oh, Easter Sunday morning, 10:30 is on site. I don't know how we're going to do it. It'll be a little bit better than we did last time, but better. Right now, Easter Sunday. That's our schedule. And then after that, if we can secure a tent, then we will schedule them more often. Yeah. We listen. Sharon and I, Malik, we all want to be in front of you personally just as much as you want to be here personally. We get it. Absolutely. We still are happy that we have different options to go out together online and things like that. We've had a couple of people show up at the church and have church when we are here. That's been pretty cool. Only one building, but multiple owners, especially when condos. No, sir. So, good question. Because if I didn't clarify, I'll make sure I did. One big building up on one part of the property, which is the developer will own, that he will build. They will be condos. They will be retail space. That would be the taxable portion. One piece of parcel that is church building, completely not attached to the building. So there are multiple buildings. And in that building, there will be workforce apartments. Am I shaking? Sorry. I'm pushing on the table. There will be the apartments over top with the retreat center on the church. So that building will have its own stuff. We'll take pastor preaching guests anytime. Just have him come. Did that make sense, Ron? So hopefully fill that. I don't know what the delay is, so I don't know if I'm reading your Paul Albert. No, own means own as far as their part goes. Ours will be owned completely, church owned. But no, developer will be. Can't wait to see George. Thank you. Thank you, Ron. I'm glad. So owned as far as the developer goes will be owned because the condos will be for sale. So he has to own the piece that he's going to be selling. So the condo tower will have, and I keep calling it a condo tower. We, once again, don't know what the picture is. Easy. They will be for sale. He will retain ownership of the HOA, I guess it is, and then the retail space. And when we say retail space, it's community-driven retail space. It just means not living. It means an area for things that can be offered to the public. It's a deli or a doctor's office, a dental office, whatever it is. Those are the type of retail spaces that the town. He's met with the town again. They came last week, met with the town, and to get feedback as far as what is going to be allowable and sort of hone in some different drawings. Oh yeah, sorry. I wrote questions down. I'm trying to do them by mind. They wanted to know, do we get to vote on the design of the building? Now, be gentle. No. We cannot have this many people voting. We have 80 members. 80 is what filled in their member forms. Can't have 80 people putting in opinions on design. What you already voted on, is what you wanted in the church. Church building, retreat center. Retreat center, remember, was, if we can, right now he's thinking we can get it. Market, the worship space, the apartments, and a place to do like Halloween, the Christmas, all of our regular ministries. Every ministry that we had is what's in our list. So that's what you voted on. That's what we're going to give him push. We will tweak it within your advisory council and then just present it. But that's the only way really you can do it. Even if we were in person, there's no way to get into the design because everybody's got opinions, and it's kind of what you pay me for, and that's what you elected your advisory council to do. So we're going to have to, we do just have to kind of do that. Kathy asked, will the condo tower and retail be in the back of the land or up front by the street? Gosh, you really are trying to pin me down. Literally, the condo tower has to be up front because we are in a neighborhood and it's required to have a step down, sort of a flow back down into the neighborhood. So the highest has to be up front. Our building won't be nearly as tall as the tower, so then it will step backwards. You don't want to stick a condo tower on somebody's front door. Now, check this out. Steve Roberts actually asked that same question, Kathy, and so you're thinking just like Steve Roberts, which is awesome. Why not? Why not? Shouldn't the church be front and center? If you're tied to building, yes. The building itself is not the icon of the island. Your heart, our heart for service for the island, is the iconic part of Fort Myers Beach Baptist Church. And that has to stay. And it will always stay. So it doesn't matter where the building is I firmly believe that. It doesn't matter where the building is. The crosses are going to be incorporated. The two little crosses on the top of it will be incorporated into our new structure. That's actually, other than the coffee shop countertop that Justin made for us, that's the only pieces that we're going to try to bring over and have some sort of continuity between the old building and the new building, so that there is some familiarity and some memory. We're also, anybody ever seen that brass thing in the kitchen room? You could see where people gave before. We are converting that into the before and afters. What it was, Hurricane Ian, and then what we're going to do. and the process of it. So it's going to be a sort of a time capsule that will hang on the wall. So that's coming from the old building back up into the new. It's just going to be different as far as what's inside of it. So that's really cool. Any kind of start date, Sarah Miguel? No, it's a long process. We can't demo the old building till after April 25th because that's when FEMA has our land leased for. Once that's over, then it's pretty much up to developer to take the reins and run with it and see what we can get done. He's got to get permitting done. He's got to get process done. He's got to get some firm permissions done. Once he gets that done, then he can start tearing stuff down. We got to put the fence up around the property. It becomes a work site. And then a whole nother process of us being the church within that and operating through that and giving away food through that, which we're going to continue to do all the way through, just unless it's just we have to shut down for a small amount of time to get moved in and moved around and stuff like that. We can't be in the way, but so we hope to definitely. So I hope I answered that question. The answer is I don't know. Will that be on video so I can cry? Tearing it down? Yeah. Listen, I'm trying to get them to use dynamite. Wouldn't that be cool if they could put dynamite on those little pillars and then it would just come straight down? I don't think they'll let us do it. But yeah, there'll be a lot of crying that week. So yeah, we'll video that. Absolutely. Paula, how much drywall did we give away? We don't give away drywall till Tuesday. We've raised all the money. Well, you never raise all the money, but the Rotary Club partnered with us. We're taking some out of their coffers to get it done. So we've got all 6,000 sheets to give away, unloading off the truck on Monday night, late in the night. People show up here first thing Tuesday morning. Would sure love to have some hands here helping that day. Anybody that's watching this that can come help Tuesday, just be here early. We need you. We really need 50 people giving away drywall. It's 6,000 sheets is a hard day. We're going to have 2 or 3 vehicle lines going. We're expecting a traffic jam that makes season look like summertime. It's going to be crazy. Oh, I got caught up in the questions. I love that. Anybody throw another one. Come on. Bring them. I'm trying to remember any other questions get asked through the week. Oh, Donna, you asked that question about being able to watch last week's thing. It's coming. It's we didn't record it. Aaron Coe, who's our consultant working between us and the developer, he's actually did the recording. It's got to come off of his iCloud, so there's some permission things we got to deal with. So it's coming. Meet the developer recording for you all to watch if you weren't able to watch live last Wednesday. I promise it's coming. You'll get it. Hey, supposed to ask if you didn't get an email from me yesterday about financials. That means you didn't fill out your member form because we only send out financials to members. If you didn't get one and you want one, that means you didn't fill out your member form. So go fill out the member form. If you can't find your email with the member form in it, let me know. I'll resend it gladly to you. Paula, is there a height limit for the condo? There currently is. We're way above it, but that's also changing. They're asking for a way taller number than probably we're able to get. We don't know. We just don't know. But yeah, there are some height restrictions right now. But like I said, they've redrawn the comp plan for the island, and then they're calling them nodes. So the nodes are getting different heights all over the place. Hello, Sue. Anybody else? I think I'm reading your comments in real time and the video's in delay. Hi, Ginger. Oh, Paula, I kind of know, but I'm not allowed to put that out, and I can't put that out. Tommy will know. How many stories are they asking for? Yeah, I can't. And I'm not trying to hide. It's just it's part of the negotiation process with the town. Man, I hate that it's shaking. Hey, everybody put a heart up. There's like 20 people watching, only 3 hearts and 3 thumbs up. Come on. I like to see those hearts fly. Kind of teasing. Miss you too, Joanne. So that's pretty much your update as far as where we are and what's going on, unless you got a question. I just want to share with you that the ministries that you're providing are impacting a lot of folks. We do see a ton of people on this property still every day that we're able to minister to, that we're able to serve the needs of. It's just really awesome. We've got a really good relationship with the town. That I don't know if you heard me when we announced that they took away our ice truck. The state's what took away the ice truck because they're in a ramp down process. The showers and the laundry, that all disappears on March 28th. That's just all state contracts. They've gone this long, and we've really had to fight tooth and nail to get them this long. So we were thankful that we've had them till March 28th. So hot food, we don't know how long we can keep that up after March 28th. We're going to try a little bit, and then, but market and grocery giveaway is going to continue daily in forever. Can I comment on if the church will be 1 or 2 levels on top of the pilings? Oh yeah, absolutely. So far, the church is going to be 3 stories above piling, because that's church, then workforce housing, retreat center / and then rooms for other space, market, whatever we're doing. But I think it was 3 stories. Hi, Bonnie. Sherry, you put 4 hearts in the comments. I was talking about clicking the love button and then it flies. So what was I saying? Oh, ministries. Your giving is what's making this happen. All right. God's really been cool with us. He's just shown up a lot, and he's provided. We're staying above water. Oh, bad pun. Sorry. I was going to say staying afloat. Another bad one. He's providing financially through your giving. So thank you. And I hope you're proud of what you're accomplishing as a church. Yeah, we're your hands and feet, and those who are here serving are your hands and feet. But you're the one chugging this thing along through your giving. So thank you for it. Thank you for every dollar that comes through here. And now you're able to track those. You're able to see those dollars in real time through financials. If you filled out your member form, you get to see those. And I expect questions about those. And these CPAs are working like crazy to get these numbers out to you and to keep things in line. So we want you to ask questions about them. Not just 1 or 2 of you. Ask all the questions you can about the finances. Just so you know, the answer to the question for all financial questions is, hey, we could do more if you give more. Thank you, Ron. Love you and Jerry both. And is she bringing carrot cake? I just need to really ask that question out loud into the billions of people who could be watching. If she's bringing carrot cake, it would be awesome if she was. I know she probably can't make one down here, so it's okay. Anyway, so thanks for being the church. Thanks for serving right alongside with me. We got new. Oh, he said yes. Hope you're reading those comments. We got a new sign, the Isaiah 48 verse. If you were here in person at our service, Isaiah 43, 18-20, we're going to take a moment. I'm going to read it to you, because we are putting this sign out on Estero along with our new church sign between tomorrow and Friday. It's our new church motto. You're going to start seeing it everywhere. Sherry Ann picked it. It was her verse of the day, and she was just like, "Oh my gosh!" And I'm like, "Yep, that'll be it." Okay, let me make sure. It's Isaiah 43. We've said it many, many times, but I always get 43 and 48 confused. Yeah. Okay. Check this out. Isaiah 43, 18 and 19. Forget the former things. It's kind of harsh. In our context, I know that's kind of harsh, but let's do it. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not see it? And then he goes on and says, I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. So he was talking to a group of people who couldn't see their path forward. And they were really hung up on what they used to have, on where they used to be, and how everything was. You all have been really phenomenal at just understanding it's going to be different. Yeah. But what God is doing is new. How we're able to serve is new. Where we're going to be able to serve is new. See, he says, I'm doing something new. This is all him, every bit of it. Even the crazy, somebody gets to buy a piece of our land. That is him. That is awesome. That we get to use something like that to get what we need. See, I'm doing something new. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? So we're putting that Bible verse out for the entire Fort Myers Beach proper to see as they drive by. So that Bible verse is going to be posted on our sign out front in a big banner. We just got it in today. And then below it, our new Beach Baptist announcing our online services, and then the other things that we do where they can find us and catch up with us. So I'll definitely take a picture or a video of that and post it on here for you so you can see it when it comes up. But we're gonna get our island excited about what God is doing new, not just on our property. See, he owns it all. Like, what's the cattle on 1,000 hills thing? I don't even know where that's from. I don't know what verse that is, but he owns it all anyway. He's the one doing all this new stuff. He's the one. And I don't care. Go back and listen to 2 weeks ago on our authority sermon. He's the one in charge of the people making the rules for how we build stuff. He's the one in charge. He's the one doing it. He's the one that set it up. So we're just thankful. We just got to be thankful. We just got to be looking forward to what he's doing, the newness that he's going to provide. We are the only church on the beach right now. No, there's the Episcopal Church, St. Peter's is they're having some lawn chair service things going on. They do that every now and then, or maybe they're doing it weekly. I don't remember underneath. We haven't heard about the Presbyterians or the Episcopals. We don't know anything about it. Methodist is not coming back. We do. That's the one for sure that we've heard that's not coming back. Sorry. See, I get to talk to you. I'm just talking to you. Take that verse, put it somewhere. Isaiah 43, 18 and 19. It's Beach Baptist, Patricia Catholic Church. They were, and now they're not. Now I think they're going to rebuild. I think they want to tear down and rebuild. They were going to remodel the hall. It's raining. They're going to remodel the hall, do church in there, and then move and some things. And could be rumor, that they're going to just tear down and rebuild. Isaiah 43, 18 and 19. That's your verse. Take it, learn it, be able to quote it. When people have questions, that's where I take them. Don't get held up. Look what God's doing. Just look at what God's doing. It's going to be awesome. I want to pray for you. And then we'll take you live maybe tomorrow or Friday. Won't give you an announcement on it. And we'll see. So let me pray for you. Hey, God, I'm just thankful for everybody here that's watching, that maybe watching this little recording after. That's just a part of this. That's just maybe watching from the outside. That's okay. Thank you for them. Thank you for their interest in what's going on here on Fort Myers Beach. Thank you for the ministries that you've provided on Fort Myers Beach and the opportunities for us to accomplish them. I am so thankful. That's my word for today, that I get to walk alongside each and every one of these folks in this town, even in government, that what you're doing, we get to watch. We get to wait, watch, and see. Thank you, God, for being you. Thanks for knowing all the answers, even when we don't. We love you. Guide us each and every day. Give us the wisdom to follow that guidance. In your name we pray. Amen. We'll talk to y'all, like I said, next day or two. And then once again, Sunday morning, y'all be praying for our family. Gracie's getting married March 24th. That's a week from Friday up in Weeki Wachee. So be praying for us. First girl wedding, and boy, she is really dogging it, man. She wants to be the first. But I love that girl, and she deserves it. So we're going to go celebrate her on March 24th. So some of y'all know Gracie. Some of you don't, but there it is. So we'll see you. Talk to you. Thank you.